Hello, everybody, and Zach. This is going to be class 2. This is going to be how to win an attack. So, what we're going to be doing is how do you win a coastline kitchen attack. And first, we're going to be going over what advantages the attackers have. Number one advantage, grenades. Pretty much every attack, you're going to be bringing grenades. They are the best utility in the game. And what I mean by that is, like, they're just better than nitros. If you could bring grenades on a defender instead of nitros, you would, especially since there's no ADSs. So what grenades allow you to do is they allow you to pressure static players. So if I know that a player is behind that fridge, I can kill him instantly. And there's a lot of ifs and buts, ADSs, shields, whatever. But I'll get to that in a second. Second, what the ADSs, or what, not the ADSs, what the attackers have is better guns. You have better guns and better scopes. There aren't really any ACOGs on defense. There's Boss G ACOG, but that's a meme weapon. I mean, you can use I can use this beautiful ACOG, and I can use this. And this gun is pretty good. I mean, the AUG A2 is a decent defender gun, but it's just one of the worst attacker guns. You just have better guns on attack. And this is a pretty important point because it means that the defenders won't be able to take as many engagements as attackers. They shouldn't be taking as many engagements. But why does everyone play so aggressively then in this game? Everyone's just constantly peeking everything. That comes into number 3. Attackers, they don't have the defaults, but they do have drones. And the attacking team gets a total of 10 drones. And compared to default cameras, that is an amazing amount of info. So this is how the attackers gain advantage in firefights. Because even though I have the better gun, if I just take an engagement like this, and this guy's holding my angle, if I don't pre-fire him, I lose. I had no idea that guy's there. But if I have a teammate droning him, suddenly he has to worry about the drone, and he has to worry about me peeking him. This is one of the most important gameplay elements. If you have someone droning you, you have the info, the defender is focused on the attacker drone, and you're able to fight him in essentially like a 1.5 v1. It's just like not exactly a 2v1, but you have a lot of pressure. So droning is just the most important part of the game. You just don't want to lose your drones pre-game or pre-round until, like, unless you're like not going to be the droner. So entry frags can also be the droner. Essentially, what I'd like to do for this site is, since I'm Sledge, I would like to... Actually, I wouldn't be the one entering because I would have all the soft breach. But if I was attacking kitchen per se, I would be droning someone else in, and then they would use all of their drones to help me clear the site. So the attacker's job to win the round is to use their superior knowledge. By superior knowledge, I mean that they have more intel on the other team using their drones. To win the gunfights, to enter into the building, and then pressure everyone else into sight, even if they haven't won any gunfights and the defenders are just retreating. This site essentially should work as a kill box. So on this map, there are 2 entrances to the site. There is the bathroom entrance, and then there's the back entrance. And essentially, I want to make at least one section of site unsafe enough for the defenders where they can plant but I also want enough info on the defenders where I can do whatever I want. So after the attackers would take upstairs on the site, they would establish flank coverage. So I would put a drone in 90 probably. They would start pressuring the site, which would be the primary way is through a Sledge or Buck. Sledge would be the preferred method because he does it quickly. And he has grenades, which is the one thing that puts him way over Buck. And then you would want to essentially go for a plant and service door entrance. So I would use my other drone, pretend I'm someone else, to find where the defenders are in sight. Sledge would either pressure them off or kill them. And then they would either be met in the waiting arms of another attacker, depending on how many players you have, or they would be retreated back far enough, and then you would just get the plant off. So, important note, if you're a defender and you're playing verticals, very important note to cover verticals, or cover rotate holes through the verticals. So, for the kitchen site, what I would want is, I would want someone covering right here, maybe a player behind the planter, and then the planter would ideally plant over here. They could plant anywhere if they have enough smokes, which is the utility of smokes, and all that. The attacking objective is not where can I enter site, but how can I pressure site. So, service door, you don't play anyone on service door early in the rounds, because even though it's a great place to enter site from, you're not going to be able to enter site early until you've cleared everything from above and helped your team. This is what makes Siege a very team-based game, and maybe someone, I don't know, Sam could just enter service door, kill the guy on bomb, walk through, kill the guy on cams because no one told him he was coming. The last guy in kitchen, oh my god, they have all the site. Maybe there was only one player on site. Maybe there were 3, I don't know. But suddenly you have all the site, and you can just win the round off that. And that's what you'll have to do in later rounds sometimes. It's a very... Attacking in Rainbow Six Siege is a very play-by-play thing. Going above, sledging everything, and planting service after pressuring everyone into off-site, or just killing them straight up, would be ideally the best thing. But that's only going to work in maybe 20% of rounds, because maybe the sledge is going to die. Some other dumb thing's going to happen because someone's not watching cams, no one's joining each other in, and unless you're in a competitive environment and you're in comms with all other players and everyone on both teams is at an equal skill level, ideal Siege is not going to be played. Anyway, so that's how you attack. In the next video, I'll be going over how to defend. Because there are ways to counter this. There's stuff that the attacker team can do to counter the utility. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.